Well, you're here because you filled out a survey about a guy and he scored a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just talking, he's got the discipline and drive to make things happen in his career. You will notice that he works long hours, follows a routine, and doesn't give up easily, even when things get difficult. He's smart and organized, so he has what it takes to climb high and handle tough challenges at work.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he doesn't handle stress in a gentle way. He's quick to get upset or angry. Sometimes he might yell, get into arguments, or withdraw and stop talking altogether. Instead of calmly thinking things through, he might point fingers or blame others if he feels cornered.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work may respect his skills and hard work, but they might find it hard to like him personally. He often sticks to rules and expects others to do the same, which can make him seem strict or bossy. It's easy for him to end up in fights or disagreements, especially if someone challenges him.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your own career, it's more likely he'll feel uneasy and even threatened rather than proud. He wants to stay on top, and your success may make him feel like he's losing control or falling behind. You may notice him becoming distant, less talkative, or even angry over small things.
What if you start earning more than him?
Yes, if you earn more than him, he is very likely to feel uncomfortable or even resentful about it. He sees being ahead as important, so your higher income can make him feel less powerful or worried he's not measuring up. Instead of being happy for you, he could feel challenged and his pride might take a hit.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is careful with money and tends to plan his spending very strictly. You'll see him keeping track of expenses, sticking to budgets, and getting upset if things aren't managed perfectly. Don't expect random shopping sprees or surprise gifts. He prefers to know where every rupee goes.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives within his means and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He's practical about money, avoids showing off, and makes sure he doesn't spend above his limits. Instead, he's focused on keeping everything organized and secure.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is not open handed and tends to be tight both with money and his thoughts. Helping others or giving gifts isn't natural for him, and you may find that he rarely shares or goes out of his way to show kindness. His approach can feel stingy or cold, and you might sometimes wish he was more affectionate or generous.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He will be clear and upfront about money, but often in a strict and controlling way. He likes to know where every rupee is spent and will usually want to be involved in all the money decisions. While he's not secretive, his openness can feel more like supervision than sharing.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that housework should be organized and done properly, but mostly see it as your responsibility rather than something to be shared. He may expect you to handle most of the chores, keeping everything tidy and in order, while he focuses on work and important tasks outside the house. Talking openly can help make sure the load doesn't fall all on you.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to help by supervising you, giving instructions, or checking if things are done right, rather than actually rolling up his sleeves to do the chores or change diapers himself. You might notice him pointing out what needs fixing or reminding you how things should be done, but not often joining in with the messy or routine work. If you want true partnership in handling chores, you may feel frustrated by his hands off approach.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He tends to argue more to prove he's right than to truly understand your side. When you share your feelings or opinions, he's quick to defend himself or explain why his way is better, often talking over you or dismissing your point of view. This can leave you feeling unheard or frustrated.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he's likely to say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way rather than stay respectful. He can raise his voice, use sharp words, or even yell if he feels challenged or upset. If you value peace and gentle conversations, this will be hard for you.
Does he have a bad temper?
Yes, he gets angry very quickly, much faster than most people. Even small problems can set him off, and his reactions are strong and sometimes frightening. Living with someone who loses control often can be harmful to your peace and safety.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He has a really hard time saying sorry and taking responsibility for his actions. Instead, he's much more likely to blame you or make excuses when things go wrong. Over time, this can wear you down and make you question yourself.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He may struggle to respect your boundaries, especially if he feels strongly about what he wants. Sometimes, if you say no, he might push back, argue, or even ignore your feelings trying to get his way. This can leave you feeling pressured or unsafe because he doesn't always understand or accept when you are not comfortable.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he's likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may feel rejected or insulted and could react by getting angry, sulking, or blaming you. If you want a relationship where your choices are respected and valued, be cautious.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You need to be very careful with him because he may not handle private moments with the care and respect you deserve. If there's a fight or if he feels hurt, he might bring up personal things to embarrass you or use them against you. Instead of keeping secrets safe, he could use them as weapons during arguments, which can sting deeply and damage your trust.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's generally more serious and strict in how he lives, so he's less likely to be easily distracted by other women. His focus is mostly on his own goals and routines, and he doesn't chase excitement or throw himself into risky situations. However, this doesn't mean he shows a lot of warmth or affection in the relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
Yes, he's likely to be over possessive, often acting jealous, controlling, or suspicious about what you're doing. He may want to know where you are all the time, question you about your friends or activities, and get upset if he feels left out or ignored. Remember, love should make you feel free and supported, not stressed or scared.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, with him, what may seem like a protective nature is actually a sign of a controlling personality. He might say he's looking out for you, but often it's about wanting things his way and keeping you tightly in his grasp. This isn't true love, it's control disguised as concern.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the parenting work rather than treating it as a true team effort. He may take charge of setting rules and making big decisions, but leave daily tasks like feeding, bathing, and helping with homework mostly to you. If things go wrong, he might step in to correct or supervise, but not share the hands on responsibility.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he's more likely to lose his temper than stay calm. Small mistakes or emotional moments can make him angry quickly, and he might yell, scold, or say harsh things without thinking about how it makes the children feel. This can make the kid scared or nervous about coming to him with problems.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He is unlikely to fully support your role as both a mother and your own person. While he may expect you to manage family duties and keep everything in order, he probably won't respect your need for personal time, dreams, or growth outside the home. You might find him dismissive or even annoyed if you focus on your own interests, career, or friendships.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might support your career now, but later expect you to quit once children come along. In the beginning, he may say he values your work and ambitions, but when family life takes over, his true feelings about roles at home will show. You could feel surprised or disappointed if he shifts his support, making you choose between work and family.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will likely act polite on the surface, but don't expect real warmth toward your parents. He knows how to behave respectfully and follow social rules, so he'll greet and speak nicely, but his heart won't be truly open or caring. Your parents may feel the distance and notice that his kindness is more formality than honest affection. He is more likely to expect your family to change for him rather than try to adjust himself.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is more likely to make things worse by reacting strongly. He doesn't handle tension calmly, so he might get angry, raise his voice, or complain sharply if he feels challenged. If you want peace and understanding between families, be prepared. His style could make the situation harder to manage.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he's the kind of man who might appear modern and open with you in private, but expect you to behave like a traditional supportive wife when his relatives are around. He could say he supports your choices at home, but in front of family, he may want you to follow their customs, show respect in their way, and put your own wishes aside for the sake of appearances. Think carefully about what you need before accepting such a role in marriage.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he's likely to stay out of it or even side with his family rather than stand up for you. He doesn't like getting involved in emotional fights and prefers to keep peace with his own relatives, which could mean leaving you to handle the pressure alone. If loyalty and partnership matter to you most, this could hurt you deeply.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is very likely to be a mummy's boy, putting his mother's wishes ahead of yours, especially in conflicts. If there's a disagreement between you and his mother, don't expect him to stand up for you or take your side easily. You might feel frustrated or alone, wishing he'd defend you or understand your feelings better.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is likely to share your fights and private matters with his mother or sister. Whenever there's tension or disagreement, he may talk to them about it instead of working things out directly with you. This can make you feel exposed and betrayed as your personal life becomes everyone's business.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So that's the story. This guy scores a C. In many important ways, this guy is falling short of the standard we would want. Being in a relationship with this man day in and day out is like living under strict rules and watchful eyes. Every day is serious with routines and expectations instead of warmth and easygoing moments.